going to be painting this guy here, this Dreadnought. You can see him quite well, hopefully. Hopefully you can see him quite well. This guy here. I've just rattle can sprayed outside, and we're just going to get to painting it. I've got the stream up over on my laptop. You can't see it, it's out of frame, but have it up over on my laptop so I'm able to read chat. So if anyone feel free to like give me any suggestions on how I'm painting, that would be really great and helpful. Always looking for feedback on how well I'm doing, what I could do better, etc. So yeah, anyway, let's get to it. Painting. I'm going to do the trims in blue. Trims here are going blue. Everything else is going to be in that nice black colour. Then I don't know what to do for these special colours. You can see this, right? Yeah, you can see this. Right, cool. Oh shit. I've really messed that up. Anyway, right. So trim number 1. Make sure it's in frame. Just do the trim. Nice and easy. I'll go back over these ones later, right, after I'm finished with this. Just going to be a nice chill stream for our Friday stream. This will be, hopefully every Friday we'll be doing this. Then every other day it will be a game, because that sounds like fun. So that's what we're going to do. Just realise it's really far away from where you should be able to see all of this. And I'm also holding it at a really weird angle, which does not help, but hey, what do you know? Just doing the trim. Obviously, I've not got the best setup for this. This is off my phone. Like we're doing the trim here. It's starting to look quite good, I'd say. It's for just the starting out of it. It's going to be nice. I can tell you that it will be nice. Nice little 40k bit of painting. And this will hopefully be turned into a collection of little short videos for you guys to watch. So if you missed us, it'll be a short video. Oh my god. Right. No one's watching right now though. That's fine. I can't really read chat though. That's the only problem, is I can't read chat from here. So it's slightly frustrating. So I'll have the channels up on my laptop in just a moment. I'm just painting this thing. Should look good. Well, should look nice. I maybe should have done this as a shorts video, but I'll edit it into one for sure. Maybe a long form video. Maybe that would be nice. I don't know. Getting the trim down still. Being very careful with the brush. Very, very careful with the brushes here. You guys can see that, right? Yeah, I'm sure you can. Yeah, alright, cool. Just making sure everyone can see that what I'm doing quite clearly. It is a bit dark over here though, so I'm just going to adjust my light. Let's do it a bit closer. There you go. That's a lot better, isn't it? You can actually see what the hell's going on. Still painting the trim. It's going to take a while, guys. It's going to take a while. Just realized I had this vertically. Would that be any better? I don't know if it would be better if I had it vertically. I have time to... Do you know what? I'm going to turn this into a... Nah, let's just keep going. So I'll tune in eventually, I'm sure. It's fine anyway. It's just a good way to pad out this. I mean, it's posted to YouTube, so it normally gets views after it's posted, which is good. But yeah, this is not normally what people on my channel watch, which is because I normally do video game stuff. But this, of course, is not video game stuff. This is warhamer stuff. But I'm hoping to do these every Friday. Then every other day, or Saturday, Sunday, I mean, we'll be doing video games. I think that's a good idea. It just changes it up a bit, really. I mean, you don't want to see the same thing every single day, do you, really? To be fair. I know I don't. I like YouTubers and streamers who actually have some diversity in their content. They're not just like, here is the game I've been playing since launch, and then they continue to play it. It's like, come on now. That's the paint I'm using. The, this is Del Calgoblu. Get in focus. Is it in focus? Focus on it, damn it. Camera. I think you can read. Can you see that, guys? Focusing on the wrong thing. Oh, it's fine. Calgoblu. There you go. You can definitely see that. And we're just spreading that around here. I like doing these little tiny little detail-y bits on the sides. It's really cool. Oh, someone's just tuned in. Hello. Let's pop this on to so I can read the chat. Oh, I would like to be able to read the chat. That is what I'd like to be able to do. So we're gonna pop that on. And while that loads, we're gonna keep doing this bit. It's just a bit of fun. I don't think you can see it because it's on the wrong side, but I'm just doing the cannon bit right there. It's really hard to see it. But I'm just doing that bit. It's pretty cool. Let's see if the Twitch up on there. Let's get them both up on here. YouTube up too. I'm going to mute this, and just so we can watch our streamers. Just so I can watch the chats. There we go. Right, sorry. Let's see our YouTube 1, 2. Because I'm multi-streaming. There we are. Perfect. Alright. So this is all sorted now. We're done. Right. Back to painting. So we got this bit here. I'm gonna do, I don't know what bit to do actually. Done the top trim. And the top trim needs a bit more. Hold on. A bit more details here. Haven't even stuff in my brush. Gosh damn it. Need more stuff on the brush. Let's just do these little canny bits. They're probably slightly easier to do. And I just realised it's on the wrong side, so you can't see it. I'm doing this part. Yeah. Should look good once it's got the, because we're going to wash these after with a shade. So it should look good after that. It's just taking its sweet time. And then of course we're going to tidy them up. Oh no, got overspilled. Hold on. There you go, that's sorted it. Just get a damp brush and just get that off. There we go. Right. Let's get the other parts. Top bit here. There we go. Look at that. Look at that, looking fabulous. So that's the top top trim needs a tiny bit more work here. Just a tiny bit. There we go. It's really hard to see these little bits because they're covered up by the armor panels, so you can't really see them, but I know they're there. That's why I'm doing this, because I know they're there, so I'm going to mess it up. Either way, if I'm going to mess it up, I may as well mess it up in somewhere where you can't see, you know. Anyway, next bit, we're going to do the trim on... kind of want to see this middle bit. You see this middle bit here? I want to save this bit for last because it looks really difficult to do, and I kind of need a detail brush for that. So I'm gonna just do the big trims first with the big number one brush from, this is the GW base brush, but it works fine for trims and on models this size. So we're just gonna do the trims pretty much with this blue. Do all the trimmy bits, and then I switch to a smaller brush and do the detailed parts next. That ought to be good. Hope it's good. Alright, more brush stuff, Get all these guys down, shall we? Give this a shake. There we go. Oh, perfect. There we are. Should always shake them before using. I always forget that. So I end up with really unshaken kind of like split up bits. There we go. Oh, look at that. Goes on so much better now. And of course, I'm going to do a wash underneath these bits just to tidy up the recessed areas. And then we're going to do the shade at the end, because it's normally the easiest way to do these parts. I'm just doing this shoulder pad. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of see it starting to form up here. It is really difficult to capture these dark things on camera because, you know, first time painting it. But as we get better with the camera work, I mean, not at painting, I'm quite good at painting already, but I do miss a couple key kind of like techniques. I need to learn to dry brush. But I normally just cheat with shades, so cheating with shades works just as well, funnily enough, as any details you'd get with dry brushing or, you know, fancy brushing or whatever, what have you, you know. So this is just getting painted here. Look, shoulder pad, whoa, fancy. Then I'll do a big reveal of this at the end, of course, because everyone wants to see this. And next, after we finish painting this, we're going to do a Praetor kit bash. But that will be next Friday. So next Friday we're going to do kit bash and Praetor. That ought to be quite fun. I have the bits for it from the they're 3D printed bits, they're fancy bits. I like to call 3D printed bits fancy bits because they are. But I've got 3D printed bits from one of the warhamer 3D printing sites, or wherever you get them from. Forgot what it was called, but I'm not gonna publicize it because then everyone will go there. But basically, all I'm doing is just the trims. It's not exactly the most enthralling content, to be honest. It's quite relaxing, but it's not like crazy difficult to do this. But I used to not even be able to do trims properly. That's why I used to be terrible at painting, like a couple years ago when I started. I started when I was 11, so I've been doing this for 6 years now. So way less than most people who like stream painting and stuff. Like some paint jobs I see on the internet are incredible, but for what I do, it's way better than tabletop ready, that's for sure. Like I'm just slightly above the basic standards of a warhammer painter. I do get complimented on the models a lot at my games club I go to, but pretty much it's not that good paint job. It's just a tiny bit beyond what you expect. And, like, obviously you get your centerpiece models, right? You've got your Titans, you've got your kind of like characters, you've got like your Primarchs, that kind of thing. Those centerpiece models I am normally painted like the best, and what I have is I have a Terminator Captain, which I kit bashed, which looks really fancy. I might bring him out, but I just have that kit bash, and that's about it. To be fair, and that's my centerpiece model. But apparently that's the best painted model I have, which is a good thing because it's meant to be a centerpiece model. So yeah, that is nice. It does look cool. I can do a video or stream whatever showing how I kit bash things. But I was gonna make this a second channel, but I haven't figured that whole sort thing out yet. So I'll just end up with, because what I was gonna do was do a painting channel and a normal channel, but it's easier just to have one live channel. So I'll just have this one live channel, painting on Fridays, and then gaming on Saturdays and Sundays. Because it makes a bit more sense, you know? It makes a bit more sense to me, at least. Because then you're separating them by date, and it's easier to... If you come in just for the painting, you can find them on Fridays. If you're coming for the gaming, you see it on Saturdays and Sundays. And that seems to be a bit of a system going, as always nice to see. Yeah, the thing is, I've also got the interior here. I don't know if you can pop it open. Look at that. We have an interior to this. Oh, it just fell off. We have an interior to this thing, look. And this is fine, this is meant to come off. So we're literally just gonna, if I want to, I can pop this bit back on. If it wants to go back on. Come on, where's the spot? Where's the sweet spot? There we are. So it's gone back on there. And it just sits like that. But I have just dropped one of my paintbrushes somehow, so I'm gonna grab that. There it is. We got it. Don't know how you can drop a paintbrush. I'm just like clumsy as ever. Let's get the next bit, shall we? Right, let's just finish off the... Is this shoulder pad done? Oh no, it's not. There's a big gaping gap there. There we are, look at that. Look how cool these shoulder pads are. Like, they're actually incredibly detailed. Look at that. Look how detailed that thing is. If we focus on it, please, camera. Camera. Bro. I don't know if you can see that, but look at that. Look how detailed it is. It looks so cool. My little plastic man looks so cool. But I have another shoulder pad to do after this, which is got the plasma cannon on, which I'm going to base white. I'm going to wash it with one of the really light blue paints I have. That's all you really need to do most of the time, just shade it. I'll try that out, because I haven't really tried that before. I like using shades. Shades are really easy to use. And then we're going to do the other shoulder pad now on the other side. Shoulder pad. Look at that. Look how easily that paint is going on there. It's actually impeccable. This print is like insanely nice looking too, which does help definitely. I'm sorry if my voice sounds really bad. I think I have a sore throat, I'm pretty sure. I should be good by tomorrow, but I'm thinking of streaming the Outer Worlds again. And that'll be a bit of fun. Oh no, Space Marine 2, because that's a really good game. I've been enjoying that. Or maybe Helldivers. Do you know, Helldivers might be a shout. No, let me know what you want, guys. If you're on YouTube, in the comment section of the VOD, let me know what you guys want, because I would love to multi-stream it, and I'm trying to multi-stream it on multi-stream on PS5, where you basically just play it off the laptop. I think that's the way that I've been told to do it. I want to turn on that charger so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. Alright, so basically I'm either going to multi-stream it to Twitch and YouTube, so then most people can watch it online. That's kind of cool. Alright, so I might stream it to Twitch and YouTube, or I'll just stream it on a short format stream, because those seem to get lots of views, and that's kind of the content I've been making is all short form. So it would definitely help me if I just made short form streams, like horizontal streams. I don't know how I'd do that, but I'd capture it with OBS and then edit it so it's like the short form kind of like proportions. But other than that, no idea what else I'd do, to be fair. But anyway, let's keep working on this shoulder pad, shall we? This fancy coffin boy, because that's what they are. They're coffin boys. Just fancy looking ones. I realise it's really hard to see, so I'm just doing the bottom part of the shoulder pad now. It's really hard to see the bottom bits because of the dodgy camera angles. I know the camera angles are dodgy. Just bear with me. But I am literally just gonna speed this thing up, do some talking over the top, you know? We do some talking over the top of this because this thing looks good. And yeah, that's what I do, because I see that guy who does the painting on short streams. He's quite good, but I'm also decent enough to probably just get to that standard, you know. But anyhow, we're still painting, doing the really fragile bits. The problem is these prints are really weak, so they break and split really easily, which I of course do not like because it's annoying to deal with. And these base layers of course take a while, guys, so don't know how long it will be, but it will probably at least be an hour doing the base layers. And then maybe I'll switch over to a short stream or a horizontal stream after we come back. Because I'm obviously going to take a break for like an hour or two, and come back to it like I always do. So that's what we'll do probably. I'll turn it into a horizontal stream, send it to OBS or something if I can do that. Because this is coming from my phone. That's why the focus is so shit. I just realised the phone's actually capturing the centre is here. So the centre's there. So that's actually the best spot for me to paint, I've just realised. So if I leave that there, if I paint it like here, where the camera's capturing it the best, you can actually see that thing, which is really good. So this is what we've done so far. We're working on this shoulder pad here, and we just need to do the trim still. Let's put that bit down and keep going. We've also got tons of little metallic bits to do as well. I just realised we've got tons of metallics. So I do have metallic paints up here. I do have the other paints to use. It just takes ages, guys. It just takes ages to do. Do have a wish Twitch has a short stream feature, so I could stream on shorts kind of Twitch content kind of thing, because that would be good. But other than that, you know, there's nothing else really to do. Right, let's see what we got here. Warhammer model paint. I'm losing my marbles here. I've just got Warhammer paint Warhammer. Get painted, paint Warhammer. Yes, very good. Monkey like paint Warhammer. Got more paint to do. Wow. It's actually quite chill though, to be fair. It's really chill. I just realised my head's in the camera. Yeah, because sometimes it's really hard to see these things. So it just takes a while. We have this bit here, which is really hard to get to, so I'm just going to be careful. If I go quiet for a while, that's because I'm focused. I'm really focused in doing this thing, because I take pride in what I do, and what I'm doing now is my warhamer, which I of course take pride in, because, you know, they're literally, you spend ages making them. This guy I stripped, so I basically did the Dettol method, and I stripped all the paint off it, because it was one of my older ones, which looked a bit worse to wear, and it had a really dated paint, blue ultramarines paint job on it. So I decided, oh, why not repaint it, because, you know, it kind of needs it. Did the same thing for these Centurions over here. This guy is particularly, can you see him? I don't know if you can see this guy. Make sure he's in camera. Focus on him. This guy. So this guy's been repainted. I don't know idea. I should have recorded me doing him, but he's been painted. But because this is a phone stream, the quality is really shit on the camera. So hopefully, if I get a better camera of sorts, I can use that instead. And I'll just run it through OBS on my laptop, and then same way I'll run through the other ones, just run them through OBS, because then there's no mark for OBS or anything. There's no watermark, because I'm pretty sure this thing has a watermark on it, which I don't really like, to be fair. I'm just testing it out just to see, but it has watermarks on it and shit, so of course it would. But OBS doesn't have that, so if I run them through OBS, I'll hopefully use the camera on my laptop next time. And because that, even though that is worse, there's a worse camera, this one's a lot better quality. And it's only because it's only the internal one. It's really, the lighting's really shit on it and everything. So, but if it means no marks, and it means I can run it through OBS, then it might be a bit better. I'm just checking out what other edge highlights I need to do. Think we need to do the backpack here. This bit, we need to shade these blue. And then we need to do the little tiny bits on the front. These bits here. Those need to be blue as well. But it's just tiny. You see, guys, it's just like tiny details. Like, obviously, I'm going to do all the little details in a bit, but I'm going to start with the big parts. And one of those big parts being the back. So I'm going to start by shading these areas in with the blue paint. And then I don't know what to do about this launcher, actually. You see this launcher? I think I'll just keep it black. And maybe actually let's paint it blue. You know, let's paint the launcher blue. Because I don't feel like there's enough blue on here. It's a very black model. It's very like I've primed it and I've not done anything else. So I think we should add some differentiations on here. And one of those differentiations being that blue launcher. But obviously I won't do that now, because that's also, I need a detail brush for that, so I'm just doing the big surfaces. So let's work on the back bit, shall we? Now see, I don't know if I just want to slap a contrast paint on this, and because I have this one, which is the Ultramarines blue contrast paint. I don't know if I want to slap that on, or I want to slap and shade it again. I might just do that. It's actually, for comparison, let's check the difference. So if I do a bit there, and I have the Ultramarines contrast paint, because I know that's a lot darker, normally it is. Yeah, that's actually, no, that's way too, that you can't even see that. You can't even see that bit. No, that's rubbish. That's terrible. I'd rather just shade over the top. So that's what we're just gonna do. We're just gonna base coat and shade like we said we were gonna do. I just had to make sure that I wasn't missing out on a faster method to paint it, and I was not. So yeah, we're just gonna paint the back. I should really move it more central. Painting the back, we are painting the back. Definitely need to do another layer on here too. Right. Get the brush nice and thin. There we are. Yeah, go over that again. Just make sure this is got good coverage here. Oh, that's so much better. Look at that. Look at that. Incredibly much better paint job there. There you go. And then we're going to shade over the top. So this is just the preliminary part, really. We're going to shade over the top of this bit. And it ought to look a lot better once we shaded everything, you know. Then we're going to do the tubes. You know how it is. All right. This side. Need more paint. Need more paint to do this part. So we're just doing the other end, which is that bit. I realise it's also quite dark too, so I'm just going to move my light more. Just give me a moment, guys. I need some... We're just lighting. Oh, because the sun's setting. We've got it as dark at like 4 o'clock nowadays. That better? Hope it's better. See if I can get any closer actually. Here we are. Ah, it's much better. There you go. You can see what we've been doing now. Actually, no, you can't. You could have had it that. Alright. Yeah, you can see that. Alright, cool. That's now it's washed out, so we're back a tiny bit. There. Perfect. Alright. Now we're going to do this bit here. It has gotten quite dark all of a sudden, actually. The lighting in my other this is not my obviously it's not my main room. The lighting in my other room is a lot better because it's a bar light. I need to get one of those if I want to paint anywhere else, but it's one of the over the top bar lights, which is like basically natural coverage. So it looks a lot better. You obviously can't see this very well with this lighting going on. Get this covered up like you should actually. There you go. This looks a lot better. It's obviously not natural light though, so it don't work as well. But you can make that out quite well. I thought it'd be harder to make out, but no, you can make that out quite well. Right, let's keep going then, shall we? I find it just easier to paint it like this, just a tiny bit. You see what bit we're doing though, so you can make out all the bits in the model, which is the important part when you're painting something, is that people can see it, of course. Otherwise, there's no point. But basically, we're just going back over this, making it look a lot more blue, a lot more kind of like clearly kind of, you know, this is kind of like a way of, it's not non-metallic shading, but it's just a quick way of painting. You just put down the base layers, you stick a shade over your base layers, and then you're done pretty much. But it's not, obviously, you're going to get the shade out soon. It's just base layers are the most important parts of these models. It's normally, for me, it's normally base layer, shade, base layer, shade. Oh, I do have, I have to do the sides, damn it. One moment, guys. I've got to do the internal bits now. Gotta love doing the internals. They're very cool. Very cool internally bits. Let's got this bit here. Where's that sound coming from? Let me just check my phone, hold up. Okay, we actually have low battery. That is not good. That's not good at all. Maybe I'll bring a plug over. I know what to do here. Hold up, guys. I have an idea. I just don't know if this plug's large enough, so I hope it is. I'll plug it in underneath my bed. It's just the camera's gonna go. Ooh, camera went. Oh, alright. So we're gonna plug this in. Oh shit, that's my face. Plug this in. Oh, it's the wrong side. It's in the wrong spot. Let me get this adjusted properly. Hold up. Oh my god, this camera is being annoying now. There we go. Alright, that looks good. You can see the model. Now we're gonna plug this in. There we are. So this is now charging, and now we won't run out of power. I should have really set that up before. Should have set that up before already. But hey, no one else is watching, so it doesn't matter, because I'm the only person watching it. Oh, which is because I've got it on my laptop. That's alright, I guess. It will be turned into a video, of course. Let's see. Oh, I missed a brush. Again. I somehow managed to drop a brush again. Some more. How did I put it? There it is, over here. Here it is. What did I do? Alright, we got it now. We got it now, guys. Let's see, where's a good bit to do here? Here we are, look at that. Look at that, lovely. We're doing the internals, so we're doing the inside panels. And of course, due to the lighting, it's really hard to see what I'm actually doing here, but trust me guys, I'm getting the inside panels here, it's just really hard to see. Like incredibly hard to see, some may say. But this actually, doing the base layers here should not take very long. But it's taken me half an hour so far, but that's because I'm being very careful and intricate, doing all the intricate details on there too. Alright. Actually no, it's not the time to change brushes yet, because we've still got some of the relatively large details to do. I was going to say, now might be the time to change brushes and do the inner details, but we don't need to do that yet. Just yet, at least. Just doing the top bit here of this grate. Because of course got to paint it a different colour, right? We can't just keep all the colours the same on the colour palette. So we're just doing these pots. You can see them. Just these pots here. Here we go. Oh, shit. Right, what else do we have to do? Can do the paneling around. You see it's great on the back here. We can do the paneling around here, I guess. Then we got the big metal pipes. I've got nothing on my brush right now. We got pipe. We do them. Underside of these. Also, we're still on the same back bit. We got to do the underside of them. Even though you will never see it, I'm still going to do it anyway because I'm like that. We do the bottom of this, but I'm just going to stick some texture paste on here, likely. Like, just going to stick texture paste, bit of metal for the jointy bits, and we have got, of course, the purity seal up here. We've got a seal. So that'll be really hard to paint, but we'll paint that. And then, what else we got? Dark Angel's logo. Got the logo there. So we do these bits. Oh, and of course we've got the terminatus on the handlebar. Sure as I knock that glare. There's a glare coming from there. So let's just sort that out. There we go. Right. So what we're gonna do here? Next part. What am I saying? What's a good next part to do? What would be cool to do? I guess just do this bit here in blue. Just the trims really. Actually, let's do the panel. Let's do the paneling blue, and leave the rest to black. And then we'll do the surrounding paneling here, and then we do the little dot highlights. It's a lot of work though. It's a lot of work to do this. For the way I paint, it takes a lot of time, but again, this is a centerpiece model, so the goal is for it to look really good, because it should be like sitting on a shelf of your army and whatnot. I just realised I was looking over at the camera the entire time with one eye. That's so stupid of me. The only reason I don't have the webcam on streams is because, you know, I don't actually have enough money to get a webcam for them currently. So I've not, of course, I'm only going to be using stream money to invest in stream stuff. The way I'm doing it again. There's a stream delay on the Twitch one. But I'm actually not, thankfully I've not done that again, so that's good. It's really annoying to get your face in front of the camera when you're trying to show off a little model. So that's what we're doing. We're just here, we're just getting this thing, getting this painted up. Let's see. Got to do the bottom bit here too. There's a lot of things you won't actually see when it's on the tabletop, but because it's meant to be, it's a shelf sitter model pretty much. It's one of those things which it sits on your shelf and you're like, collects dust, but also looks incredibly cool and awesome. Oh, that's Instagram one. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why I got colour right up for a second. Let me just go past that. Oh no, it's just my GC. Oh, that's fine. It's fine. It's just my GC. All right. Right. So what we got next? We've got the. I said I'd do this bit, didn't I? Right. Let's just do. Start kind of doing broader details, I suppose. Just get this bit here. This is a lot. Okay. Internal bit I'll reshade after. So if we get any paint in there now, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be putting silver in there. So just my chair's too far away from the screen. There we go. Look at this now. Right, you just realised I'm saying look at this. You guys can't see it. So let's flip it around. We're just doing the bottom part. You see that? Look at that. Clean looking paint job. This is for my custom chapter. No. Is it a custom? It's a custom chapter, isn't it? It's not Legion. It's chapters now. Custom chapter, the Knights of Ultramar, which are Dark Angels and Ultramarine successor chapter. Because I had all the paints. That's the reason. It's really weird reason why I've done this. I have all the paints for to paint Ultramarines, but I realised I don't want them to look like Ultramarines. And then I slowly developed my own kind of paint job style for them, which is this kind of dark blue trimmed kind of like Dark Angels like detailing kind of thing, which I think looks really good. I don't know what you guys think about it. This is just the general paint job of them. My homebrew Space Marines. And it looks nice. I mean, I'm always complimented on them. I just run them as Dark Angels normally on tabletop, so I just run them as normal Dark Angels. Because I've got the Terminators, so I just run them as Dark Angels Deathwing Terminators, which is cool. And then besides that, didn't really do anything else with them. What else we got? We got to paint the... Oh, I got the joints. Oh, god damn it. I haven't painted the joints yet, so that's something we have to do. We've also got to paint the arm cannon. So joints, arm, cannon, and we got to do the back parts. Should we just... While we're doing the back, let's just do the back, you know? We've got the back here. So we're just going to do the back. So we just got to do the pipes, which I'm just going to do. Base coat in a lead belcher. Give that a shake, actually. There we go. Good shake. I'm just going to base coat this back bit, and we're going to highlight that with rough rung steel. Yeah, look at that. That just goes on really nicely. So do that. Highlight the top. So we're going to dull it down first, then highlight with rough rang steel, and then we're going to wash it with Nuln Oil. Rough rang steel highlight, which is probably the best way to do this. I'll be honest. Because pipes are normally quite easy to do. And then obviously we tidy it up, right? Because that's what you're meant to do when you do stuff like this. You base coat, you tidy it up. That sort of thing. Then I'm thinking of just painting, because you know we got the AdMech logo on the back. I don't know if I want to do that silver. Oh no, wait, you know what? That middle sentinel bit can be blue. I'm going to paint that bit silver, and we do the dots silver too, and you leave the black in the recesses. I reckon that would look good. Let's do that. Because we may as well, while we're working on the back, just like specifically work on the back bits. Because it does make a tiny bit sense. So that's what we're going to do here, guys. So we're just getting all the bits. Hopefully I'm editing it down. I'm going to edit this down to like a 15-minute video. So this like hour is probably going to be 15 minutes, like less than that on screen. I'm just going to record progress, so I'm going to speed up this to like have it playing in the background or something. Actually, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet, to be honest. But once this thing's finished after our stream, I'm going to turn clips of it into short videos and then put them all together. Because that's the fancy thing to do. Yeah, so this is just going to be base coating, base colours kind of thing. Which is alright. It's okay. Like, I can do that in the first... It's not interesting at all. But I've kind of, the whole idea was to do this with people watching, so it works out in its own way. Let's see. Oh, this is looking good. It's come together quite nicely, to be honest. There we go, look at that. Let's overbrush a tiny bit over here. Look at that, that looks nice. That's starting to look good. I'd say it's starting to look quite good. And then we're going to paint that silver. I'm going to do the dots silver, and we'll highlight the top bit when we do normal wash down. Highlight with silver again. And then, yeah, it's just a lot. It's just the detailed work is probably on this thing, probably going to take a while. Hence why we're going to come back to it later, probably. What's the time now anyway? It's 4 o'clock, so we'll probably stop for an hour at 6, and then we'll come back to it afterwards. Basically, what I'm doing here is just painting up the main colours we're going to use on this model, and I'm not quite certain what I'm going to do about these leg joints. I don't know if I want to have this bit in like the blue colour. I don't know if that would look good though, that's the thing, because if I do one of them in blue, and then I'll do, actually no, because it'll have the silver drop bits. Maybe, you know, I just want to be careful with the amount of blue I'm adding. Actually, do you know what, I reckon it would look good on that, on this bit here, this bit I'm talking about. I reckon it would look good if that was blue, and that other side was also blue, and then the other bits are just going to be black details. And of course I'll tidy them up, but thing with this is I kind of want it to look unique and different, because I've not seen any other models painted like this on the internet at all. So, except for the homebrew chapter thing, but that doesn't count. So like a black and blue, when you search black and blue Space Marine, basically the only one that comes up is this like someone's homebrew legion. Which this isn't, of course. This is something completely different. It does just come up with that though, which is I found really weird, but I think this looks cool. So physical model looks cool, especially with the Dark Angels details on the shoulders, which you obviously can't see that well yet because it's not really fully painted, so you can't really see it, which is annoying. Anyway, I may just take like a minute break and come back to this. So if anyone wants to like come back to this in like 5-10 minutes, they can pretty much. I'll be doing this in like a minute. I'm just gonna get some water pretty much. That's all I'm gonna do. So you guys enjoy looking at this thing. I'm actually gonna put it on its base for you. This is how it should look. I'm signing up. Well, I'm leaving that. So it looks so far, right? This is the progress so far. Go leave it for this like 5 minutes. Then I'm going to get a drink and come back, because I think that's a good idea. That's what we're going to do at least. I realise I can also see chat on there, but you know, I'm recording painting, so it's easier to have it up on there. Oh shit, my face again. Alright, let's put it back on the model. I don't know why the camera is so dodgy. The placement's so weird. Let's get it to the left a bit more actually. I want that in the centre. That's it. Let's set it. There we go. Look. Wait, is that the best? That is. Right, I'm not touching it. That's how it's gonna look. You can see the whole. You can see the whole model like that, can't you? That's really good. Right, cool. I'm gonna leave it like that for a moment. Just like fill up my water, and then I'll be back in a minute. Alright guys, we're back. Hope you've had enough time admiring the way this thing looks. I hope you like it. It's not done. It's not finished, obviously, because this is literally just the base colours, but so far it's looking pretty nice, to be fair. You can see the machine gun on the base. That's all just stuff from the bits box. Anyway, moving on to the continuing painting part of this. I do have the little thing here with all the paints. I should be using that really. Let's move it out. Let's move it out. Let's go. So we have this thing. I don't know if anyone else has one of these. This is just a paint. This is a GW paint holder. Someone got it for me for Christmas one year. So I'm just literally, I haven't really used it that much, so I'm just trying to use it. Anyway, we've got these bits here. Gosh. Let's see, what part did I say I was going to do? Oh yeah, we're still working on the back, aren't we? Back of the model. Very cool. You guys can see this now. Yes, come on. I'm actually not that bad with the camera. Insanity. Right. This is just pretty chill, to be fair. Oh, good. That's too much paint. Actually, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, because we're going to do silver over the top anyway. Alright, cool. So that's the base layer on that back bit done. I realise I need to go over these bits too, so let's just really carefully go over them. There we go, look at that. This model is looking quite dynamic, if I do say so. Which I like. I like a dynamic looking pose. I don't like a stiff kind of pose when I'm posing models or building models. Because it doesn't look good. And two, they can look. I'm not saying they do always look. They can look quite unnatural from a posing standpoint. I mean, I get it with the kind of drednaughts, but the box naughts do look very kind of like, I don't want to hate on them or anything, but they do look kind of posed inorganically, if that sounds right. I mean, I get it. I get they're a robot. Well, they're like a drednaught. They're not even a robot. They're like a person inside of a machine, but they still posed very stiff. And parts of that I do kind of like, because there's a nostalgia value from it, but also, you know, they're a stiff model to use, so part of it's just like, well, why would you do that in the first place if you can pose them a bit more dynamically or pose them a bit better? Because that's the problem with some of these Space Marine models nowadays. They're posed quite stiff, which is why I like the Horus Heresy ones, which are posed a lot more dynamically. Like, you have options for their poses and stuff. Like, you don't normally get that in the 40k boxes. You just get, here is a pose of every single one of that one unit. Use this pose for every single unit. But you don't really get that. I mean, of course, now they've kind of changed how they do things. Like, this has modularity in some sorts, but lots of the characters they have actually don't have any modularity, which is a big problem, I find. The posability of models for 40k has gone down a lot in recent years. Like, since 8th, I'd say, the posability. Because the way you had the hands, right, you could switch out the hands and guns and whatnot very, very freely. You kind of lost that with the Primaris Marines. Which, yes, the sculpts are better, but there's more printed on details, which I don't really like, because the molded on details kind of lose the, I don't know, you lose the ability to customize them a lot more than you could have previously. Oh, damn it. Just realized some of that paint there wasn't dry. I've just put my thumb on it. There. And now it's messing my brush up. Yeah, basically, Make sure your paint's dry before you touch. Anyway, I'm gonna tidy that up now because I've really messed that up. So let's just tidy it up, shall we? There we go. There we go, good as new. Like I never did anything to it. So the lesson there is, make sure your paint's dry. Make sure your paint's dry before you go touching that part of the model. Anyway, we've got to continue on with this, don't we? So we've got to do this, we're doing the bottom bit now. I'm pretty sure the bits down here are dry, they've been dry for ages. We just got to do the bits down here, so I'm just going to tidy up here. Redo the black up here, so I'm going to do that later. On the tidy up stage, of course. But for right now, we're good, we're doing quite good. Just getting through, painting this thing. We are probably going to stop at like half past 5, I think, and then we'll come back to it in the evening. Because obviously you don't want to watch this the entire time. I'm sure you guys don't, so because I'm not that interesting as a person, so really I'm not. I mean, unless there's someone in the chat, you know, most people aren't that talkative. I am talkative as hell when there's no one else around, because I don't know if that means I'm crazy or something, but you know, I am quite generally entertaining, I'd say, because you get people who like make videos on any platform who are just generally not entertaining as a person to be around. I am already kind of quite a few steps there. Obviously when it comes from me, it doesn't sound like very good, does it? But you see clips of just people who just clip farm it, and then they get like crazy growth. And I'm like, alright, I could do that. But one of those clips would be very unentertaining because it's just me painting. And I'd rather just make it into like a full form content video, which is what I'll probably, hopefully I'll make one before, for tomorrow, hopefully, for a tomorrow release, like a full video, because I haven't done a full video in ages. And this will be a full video too, when I get to the point where it's finished, that is, but it should be soon, to be honest. It's looking really close to being done. Oh, should I do the blue down there too? That feels like he's encroaching off it. No, we'll sort that out later. Alright, so we're going to clean up. Obviously, this bit's done, right? You see this bit here? It's done. So we're going to redo at the point after this, we're going to redo the details. But for now, it's looking quite good. Oh, we're going to do the back bit. Hold up. We're going to do the back Mechanicus symbol, silver. I like the silver. I like the silvery look because it just looks a bit cleaner. So we'll wash that with this silver, shall we? We got our lead belcher. Old lead belcher. It's really old. It's a really old one. It's just it lasts a while because you don't really use it for everything. Most of the metallic paints do. So we're just gonna really carefully. Fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. So that's our silver back. Silver emblem. It looks really silvery, but obviously we're going to dull that down a bit. Right. Now we got to do the joints, I guess. We'll do the joints blue. It's just like tiny bit. Oh, one of the paints just fell on the floor. That's cool. It's just like little parts of it I want to do certain ways. Other parts I want to do. Oh, that's me again. I had to get down and get the lead belcher because the lead belcher fell down. We love the lead belcher. That's why we love lead belcher. But we've got like, I don't know, what have we got here? We're gonna finish. Let's finish this bit. Yeah, slightly finer brush, I guess. We do have quite the brush collection over here. The blush collection, brush collection. I really said that. That sounded so silly of me. What's this? This is a 2-0. This should be fine. We have a 2-0 brush. I just got these off Amazon ages ago, and they've just stayed with me for ages. So we've got a 2-0 here, and we're literally just going to tidy up any bits of overspill we've done around here. That also means we're going to go over the edges of this silver, but like not right now. We're just doing the cleanup, or at least a bit of cleanup. I mean, I can use the big brush for most of these details, to be honest. I'm just gonna get this in the cracks. Black Legion contrast paint. It's just so it for the recesses of where I've messed up, pretty much. So that's why we've got it. Right, so that's the recess there done. It just makes the black, the joints and the air ducts stand out a lot more, because they're completely shaded differently. So makes them a lot clearer, and it makes the model look a lot more finished when you do those kind of parts in different colours. Of course, we're going to tidy up after we've used this, but most of all it just sits in there and you're done. Look. Just makes it look a lot better. Just in general, most of the time. Here, I think for this vent here, I'm going to use a grey that just sits in the... I have a wash here. I have a shade, sorry. That I'm going to use to just shade in that grey and give it a more natural kind of colour, because the silver won't really work on it because it's, you know, grey. And it was still it was still lighten it up enough so it looks decent. But let's clean up that. Let's clean up that symbol, that insignia, shall we? So what I do have is this silver here, and we're just gonna go really carefully and really methodically go over the blue bits that are slightly overcoated by the base, just to make it look a lot more finished and complete in itself. So we're just going over the silver parts here. It's a lot of work. You can't really see it. That's the thing. That's the problem. You can't really see most of what I'm doing on camera. It's really fine details. It's fine detail work. So you can see this bit. We're just doing the fine details here, but it's just really tricky to get into it at these angles, that is. And then we're going to do the little silvers on the silver dots. But that's quite easy, to be fair, because we just plop it down. So you see this bit silver? Boom, silver. Boom, silver. So just doing the dots here. So the dots that were once blue, which we didn't want to be blue, which was fine before, we're just turning them silver, and then I'm going to do... What I will do where I mess up is a wash, again, of that Black Legion contrast. Yeah, like there. That's messed up. But that's fine, because I can just use my thumb and just get it up with my thumb, like that. Because that doesn't damage the paint job at all. We got one. Got to redo one more now. Intricate paint jobs don't do themselves. It's just they take a lot of time to meticulously go around and do all the bits that you want to do, which, yes, is fun. Well, it's relaxing. It's not fun all the time. It's quite calm. I just realised I should have washed these first. That's my mistake. Let's, you know what? Let's go over them with the shade now. Let's get the Black Legion paint. Pop that in that corner there, just to clear up that little... There we go, look at that. Perfect, alright. So far, guys, this is what we've done. We've done the back. We've done most of the front. We've done the trims. Trims on the front. The back is nearly finished. We just need to do the... I want to do these outy bits also in blue, and then we'll do the front bit in blue. Just, it kind of brings it all together. We have the cable, the cabling. I'll do that cabling probably at a separate point because it's cabling. I can do it whenever. The plasma gun's going to do with a wash and shade. This I don't know what to do with. But I will just take like a minute, just like regather, think about what I'm going to do here. Because actually, let's just finish tidying up first, because I don't want to get hobby burnout, you know. But if I do this every Friday, I've got a lot to work through. So I should be alright to do it every Friday. And plus, kit bashing is what I like the most about this hobby. I like painting too, but kit bashing is probably my favourite part of it, because you get to work with all the stuff you wouldn't normally use. Like, I don't use green stuff at all. I just use the... most kit bashes I do with gun swaps and head swaps and stuff. But it's dead easy. What's the time anyway? I have been streaming for an hour. I did say I'd stop at 5 o'clock. So I think I may just end the stream there. So cheers for tuning in, guys. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm just gonna show you guys the progress so far, shall we? If you want to see the progress so far, basically all we're going to do later is we're going to do the wash. We're going to do the washers, and we're going to finish with the trims and do the washers. But look, we've done this bit so far. So this is the front. This is the back bit so far. I'm obviously going to add more details, but it's not finished yet. Anyway, see you guys. Thanks for tuning in. End the stream. There you go.